Welcome to Kitchen 143. I am your host, Michelle Aventajado, your mama in Manila. And today, this is the third episode of our special four-part series with Potatoes USA. We have been hacking potatoes and unleashing its full potential in both savory dishes, and today we will unlock some sweet dishes as well. Last week, Chef Mom Rosebud Benitez joined the show and she demonstrated how you can turn Potato USA wedges into a pizza. And it was fantastic to see how crunchy the pizza got and, of course, how delectable it looked for the kids. They definitely would love that. And then we also turned potato drums, also known as tater tots, one of my favorites growing up, into kebabs that, of course, would make anybody happy, not just in the kitchen, but sitting together at the table. Okay, so today we're going to witness how dehydrated potatoes, US dehydrated potatoes, can be used for rich and nutritious snacks, especially ready for the summer season. Joining us is our award-winning chef who's received international recognition for her delectable creations, both savory and sweet. And she is the owner of the iconic Fleur de Lis Patisserie and Cafe in Tomas Morato. She is also an officer of the Pastry Alliance of the Philippines. And of course, we are really excited to welcome Chef Jackie Ang Ho. Hi, Chef.
Hello, hi Michelle.
How
Hello
are you
everybody.
today?
Very okay naman. Hello everybody watching.
Fantastic. I see you're in your kitchen. Where are you joining us from?
Quezon City.
Fantastic. So, guys, for those of you who are tuning in, Chef Jackie and I also want to know where you're tuning in from and watching. Of course, we're live here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and we would love to see where you're signing in from. So, we have viewers coming in from Mandaluyong and let's see, also here Metro Manila as well. So we're really excited to see you guys and happy to be joining Chef Jackie in her kitchen so she can teach us some new ways to hack Potatoes USA products. Okay, as usual, we do have giveaways, and you guys know this. First, you must have shared the live stream on your Facebook page. So go ahead and share that now. Make sure it's set to public because hashtag sharing is caring, guys. The more people that know how easy it is to use US potato products in the kitchen, the easier your lives will become. Okay, and then so share the live. Let us know where you're signing in from. And if you would like to join for the giveaways, make sure you have an address for Metro Manila. Now, we know you guys are signing in from all over. We've had, viewers sign in from Europe, from Japan, and we're glad that you're signing in. Maybe you would like to send your prizes to your family and friends who love US potatoes the same way we do, but live in Metro Manila. So go ahead and make sure you sign that, share that. I will just say hello to some of our regulars who join and some of our new viewers. Hi, Rochelle. It's so nice to see you signing in from Malabon. Thanks for watching. Elha Kumia Sison is watching from Bingan. This is a tongue twister for me, Chef Jackie.
Binangonan.
Yes,
Ha?
you knew it. Yes. And then we have San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. There's Jing signing in from there as well. So good afternoon, guys. We're so glad you're here watching. We are going to share some fun things. Chef Jackie is really going to teach us how to use the dehydrated potatoes here in our own home kitchens with easy recipes that are great for the summer and of course the kids will love. As always, your sharing and of course your correct answers when you answer, you will be up for a new cookbook. If you guys like cookbooks like me, we have Bake that you guys can use for your own sweets in your kitchen. A new apron, of course, when you're getting busy, a backpack because we are going out now and a mouse pad for those of us that are still staying home, working from home, and of course, attending virtual events and Zoom gatherings. Okay, so we have 5 giveaways. You know the drill. We will give away for the person who answers correctly 14344. Chef Jackie, I know we're close in age, so you might know what that means as well. I think that's telling
Okay.
for us, right? 14344. And
Okay.
guys, if you have questions for Chef Jackie, go ahead and leave them in the comments because we'll pose them to her as she's teaching us how to make these treats. Okay, I know that Chef Jackie, you've been cooking and baking and winning awards for many years, and people know Fleur de Lis Cafe as an institution. Besides running this and then having brands that you work with, what else is keeping you busy? I know you also have some social media things that you're doing and a YouTube channel.
Oh, uh, I only have a YouTube channel for everybody who's watching, who missed my recipes. So I just put it there so that when somebody asks me, Chef, where's your US potato cheese roll? Oh, I just get it from the YouTube. I mean, that's what I do. YouTube is really more like a file folder for me. I also teach, aside from doing all these things, I have classes twice a month. Yun. That's what, on top of all the things that I do, that's what I also do.
Of course. And on top of, being a mom and a wife and an entrepreneur, I am sure you are quite busy. You're also very well known, of course, we know this, for the pastries and the cakes and these recipes. You mentioned the cheese roll recipe. I actually watched that one this morning. Super easy to make. I didn't realize, though, that the cheese roll dough is the same as the ensaimada dough.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same brioche, in usually known in English as brioche. So my cheese roll is actually it's a pandemic hit by accident. Alam mo yun? It wasn't, I didn't really think about it. As you can see the video, I was just in my kitchen in my house. And it's one of the most, if you see the views, it's one of the
Yes.
most popular recipes on my YouTube channel. And that one also uses US dehydrated potatoes. Yeah.
Fantastic. So when your fans, I know this is actually when you were talking in that video, you had shared like of the 700 comments, 600 comments wanted the cheese roll recipe. So that's why you shared it.
Yeah.
Besides these sweets recipes, what other kinds of recipes are you keen on sharing with your viewers or with your followers? I know they make requests and you're so happy to oblige. What are some of the other recipes that you've enjoyed sharing with them?
Oh, well, many people like classic recipes, no, because those are the first things that they want to learn. I think I've shared like, well, of course, the first pandemic hit, ube cheese pandesal, but I
Right.
didn't do that. I did that like October or November 2019. It was
Wow,
pre-pandemic.
you did it before
But
the
I'm not
pandemic.
ano ha, I'm not the one who invented that. That trend started around October, November of 2000 ano to, 19. So, yun.
So you shared that as well. So you guys were ahead of the trend. I tried ube
Yeah.
pandesal, of course, when we were all in lockdown. That was one of the things that, of course, I ordered and tried out all the different IG sellers. So we know that you're very generous with your recipes and you're very open to teaching as well. I'm very excited that you're going to be teaching us 2 new recipes for Potatoes USA today,
Yes.
and on such a
Uh-huh.
special day, which is International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day, Chef! I'm so
Happy
excited to be
International
in.
Women's Day.
I'm so excited to be in the kitchen with you. Potatoes USA sent you a challenge. because we're going to explore Dehy today, right? So, do you want to tell us about what you came up with for those viewers who may not have seen our teasers?
Oh, okay. Today we're going to make ube Taisan. Okay, it's very classic. Everybody loves ube in the Philippines, no? So, and Taisan again is one of the we love soft cakes.
Yes.
So, that's the first thing that we're going to do kasi aside from, we love ube, we love soft cakes, we want to introduce US dehydrated potatoes. Actually, I'm kind of like, what will I introduce? I've been using this since forever. Actually,
Right.
alam nyo, this is like a secret ingredient for us. We have it. If you go to Fleur de Lis and check, we have it in the kitchen. We always have it. Even my other chef friends, they always have US dehydrated potatoes because we use it in a lot of breads. So today,
Mm.
we will share lang how to use it in cakes, and we will also make sorbetes with it.
Exciting. I never knew that you could actually put dehydrated potatoes into sorbetes. I knew about the cakes. Um, I've,
Yeah.
I've, I've tried during the pandemic as well, working with the dehydrated flakes and the granulated dehy as well. So I'm excited to see what you're going to share. Of course, we know dehydrated potatoes are just as easy to use, probably even easier. I mean, if you
Yes,
were
it
going to do
is.
it, right? There's no boiling, there's no peeling, right? Well, you're not boiling the potatoes there. You don't have to peel. And of course, it
Yes.
lasts longer. The shelf life
Yeah,
is
actually we use the dehydrated potatoes because of the shelf life, no? Syempre, breads, usually that's the first concern of everybody who studies from us, whether it's like a free recipe or our actual students. That's one of the most important questions. It's shelf life. So the
right.
US dehydrated potatoes, uh, so that people understand more, no, we put hot water and then
Mhm.
it becomes mashed potato. So
Yes.
instead of going through all of the
The
tama
step.
peeling, boiling,
Right.
mashing,
Right.
we just put hot water, boiling water, and then mashed potato na siya. And somehow, because I like it because it's a natural product, no, it's really
Yes.
just the name itself, dehydrated potato. Hindi siya
Yun
parang
lang.
ibang item na
Right.
wala. It's really just
Right.
potato. So, but since it's dehydrated, of course, I'm not a scientist. I just noticed that when you make like cheese roll, ensaymada, bread, or cakes with it, your
Mhm.
items last longer, stays moist longer, and that's why we like using it.
Right. So there's more than one advantage than to using the
Yes.
dehydrated potatoes. And the recipes you're going to show us, I know you're an expert, I know you're a chef, I know you're classically trained, but anyone can do these recipes at home, correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Super
The
easy.
point of being here is
Yeah.
that, is to share recipes that people can do at home. We don't want to share recipes that only I can do. Then I don't have to share it if I'm the only one who can do it. No,
Right.
want to share recipes because again, it's International Women's Day. Siguro a lot of our viewers are women, no?
I'm
So
sure.
women like to either bake at home, make ice cream at home, either for their family or they want to sell to their neighbors. So that's the
Right.
objective of
Small
our
businesses.
demo today.
Of course. Chef, maybe you could show the viewers what the dehydrated potato looks like if you have flakes or granules there. Super
Oh,
super
we
easy.
have, these are, yeah, ito lang, yeah, no? It's just very thin, dehydrated, parang papel. Very
Yes.
nice.
So you're using the
Yeah, if
flakes.
no, yes, yes. This is what I have eh. I just
Yeah.
asked from Fleur de Lis again. Because
Yeah.
we have it all the time. So we have it for our food. We use it as food for the mashed potato. We also use it for breads. We have bread all the
Yes.
time.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know that
very
when
nice,
we
very
have it
simple.
stocked in the pantry, it's very easy when we have it stocked in the pantry to make a side dish. In our house, we don't
Yes.
eat as much rice and we do enjoy potatoes. So, whipping up mashed potatoes that way is super easy and even the kids can do it. So, we're really excited. Now, the recipes that you'll be sharing, of course, will also be available on potatogoodness.ph.
Uh-huh.
Yes, great. Okay, so guys, Chef Jackie is ready to show us, of course. But before we get into how we're going to make these delicious dishes with dehydrated potatoes from Potatoes USA, let's do our quiz the cook question. Of course, you know this is the first question, so the first person to answer correctly will win the Potatoes USA swag. It's a backpack, a cookbook, um, uh, an apron and a mouse pad, of course. So everything ready for you guys, things that are very useful at home. And of course, if you wanted to try using dehydrated potatoes in your own kitchen, you'll be quite inspired with the cookbook and all of the different recipes that are in there. Today, our questions are a bit different. We will be asking you myth or fact. So it's much easier than you have been watching before. You guys know we like to challenge you a little bit. So before we ask our questions, Precious May is saying, "Bago yan, chef, potatoes and ice cream?" Question mark, question mark. Yes, we will show you how. Chef is going to watch us through. Hello, Luigi. Hello, Reg. Hi, Lorraine. Billette, are you guys ready for the question? I think so. Okay, let's start. Myth or fact? Starchy food like potatoes does not contain many nutrients. So while you guys are answering that, of course, we know first person to answer correctly with a Metro Manila address will win all of this fun swag, complete with an apron. And of course, this is the prize for the day, especially because Chef Jackie today is also making sweets for us and showing us how we can use Potatoes USA in sweets that we can create at home for the family. Perfect for summer, as summer is fast approaching. I know it is hot where I am, Chef. I feel like summer is coming on already. We
Yeah.
have a winner. Okay, congratulations, Norma Kabanban. Kabanban? Congratulations, you answered correctly. You shared the live stream. The social media team will be getting in touch with you um, to get your address. So, myth. This is a common assumption that many people make when in fact it's a myth, right? And we know that in the past episodes, both with Chef Mom Rosebud and also with Ninong Rai, we learned that potatoes are nutrient dense and packed with both minerals and, of course, fiber. So, all right, next quiz the cook question. We'll jump right into it. I know you guys are excited because then I am excited to learn from Chef Jackie. Thanks, guys, from letting us know where you're signing in from, and of course, for playing along with us. This is the second question. So, the fourth person to answer correctly who has shared the live stream and has a Metro Manila address will have access to a backpack, uh, a mouse pad, an apron, and of course, a cookbook where you guys can try your own sweet treats at home with Potatoes USA. Are you ready? All right, myth or fact? Sweet potatoes are more nutritious than white potatoes. So while you guys are answering that, and while you're trying to figure that out, Chef, what was the inspiration while when we talked about soft cakes and soft breads? What made you think of sharing these recipes with the viewers? Because I never would have thought potatoes goes in sorbetes.
Oh, because we love ice cream, no? But ice cream, the traditional ice cream, is not that easy to make. Meaning, It requires that you have a machine
Mm,
or which is expensive. Even I don't have an ice cream machine in the house.
right, right.
So, or if ano, it's a lot of work,
Yeah,
but sorbetes is something easier and it's friendlier to our weather.
right.
We added potato, US potato, because, di ba, what don't you like eat sorbetes or ice cream? In terms of texture, what do you hate the most? Di ba, icy. 'Di ba?
Yes,
Pag yung
yung
that
ice
feeling na
particles.
natunaw na siya, it
Yeah,
melted
yeah, yeah.
already. Tapos puro
Correct.
yelo, 'di ba? So,
Yes,
if you don't know how to make, ganun lalabas yung ano mo, yung ice cream mo. So, that's why we add US dehydrated potatoes. As if you can imagine, 'di ba mashed potato, isn't it smooth? 'Di ba?
smooth,
It's very smooth.
creamy.
So, it will help make your sorbetes smoother. And since you will mano-mano because you don't have
Right.
machine, 'di
So no
ba?
machine
That's our
needed.
objective to have fun in the kitchen, even if it's all semi mano-mano naman. I have naman like this, no? But if you want to
Right.
mano-mano, go ahead, 'di ba?
You
So,
can.
but you'll just
Yeah.
use your hand power, 'di ba? So, the US dehydrated potato will help break down all those icicles and make your sorbetes nice and smooth and walang problema kahit walang ice cream machine. Diba? That's
There
nice.
you go. I'm excited. I would like to try and make this at home too. Okay, so we have our second winner for our Quiz the Cook question. Mylene Anyasco Evangelista answered correctly with myth. This is another common assumption. While there are differences between the two, white potatoes can be just as nutritious, and one main difference in nutrition is that the white potatoes contain more potassium while sweet potatoes contain more vitamin A. So there you guys have it. We are ready to get started. Okay, chef, let's start with our first summer treat.
So, the first thing that I'm going to make for you is the Taisan. Kasi bake pa natin yun eh. So,
Okay,
unahin ko na siya. Alright, yan. So, US potato and ube marble Taisan chiffon cake. Very long name, but very simple in procedure. Okay? So, this is what I have. Yan. So, there you go. The
yeah,
ingredients are
okay.
there. So,
You guys
very
can
simple
screenshot
ha. The
that.
first 7 ingredients, we will put in a big bowl. So, we have the
Okay,
flour, the baking powder, dry muna,
okay.
dry. Okay? And then the sugar. All right, we can already add here our US dehydrated potatoes. Chiffon kasi is usually, di ba, it's like all air and parang
Yes,
fluffy
very
lang,
light.
no? But
Yeah,
now, with the addition of the US dehydrated potatoes, hindi lang siya fluffy. It's going to be a fluffy, light, but also creamy cake. So there's an
right.
extra layer of texture that the US dehydrated potatoes will give to your Taisan cake. Parang, ay,
All right.
kakaiba. Ganon. It's not like common. 'Di ba? Kasi
That's
syempre, there's
right.
so many sellers. Isn't there
Right,
so many sellers? But you just don't wanna be like everybody else, right? So,
right.
for you to be a little different up there, no? You use your US dehydrated potatoes well. We use this in bibingka. We use this in donut. Saan ko ba nagamit ito? Chiffon. I've used it so many things.
I
Okay?
didn't even
So now,
realize
I
that
already
we
put
incorporate it
all
that
the
way.
dry. Yeah, sobrang dami. Okay,
Yeah.
we've already put all our dry ingredients. Okay, we will add our oil. I'm just making a small batch now. Okay,
Okay.
we have our warm milk
Okay.
and our egg yolks. I'm just making 6 cupcakes today. So, relax lang. They can make 12.
The
Yeah. So,
recipe can make
this is
12.
Yeah, so this one is just 6. The recipe just makes 6. So
Okay.
perfect for people with small ovens, beginners. If you make a
Yes.
mistake, you can do it again. It's not so stressful.
Right.
Konti lang, 'di ba?
Right.
Very, very small um, recipe. Okay?
And the
So
ingredients,
chiffon is
yes.
always two parts. So this is the egg yolk part, no, with our US dehydrated potatoes. So you can do this. You have to do this first, okay? And make sure that you have already preheated your oven to 300, what did I say? 350, 325. I forget. I'm
Let's
asking
see.
my assistant. Can be 325 because I
Okay.
bake so much. I
Yeah.
forget. So can be 350, 325, 300, but yun ang range, okay?
And that's in
So don't get
Fahrenheit.
mad at chef.
Yes.
Ayan. So, this is as you can see, yung part na to, kita nyo, hindi na siya liquidy. It's more
Yeah.
creamy
Gooey.
because of the
Yeah.
US dehydrated potatoes. Yan.
Yes.
So, here, I will put my egg whites. Okay? And then,
Handy dandy hand mixer.
we will clean up.
So we're just going to
So,
whip the egg
there.
whites then. Yeah. So while Chef is
So,
whipping her egg whites, Chef, will we be whipping them stiff?
I cannot hear you.
Will we
What
be
did you
whipping
say?
will we be whipping the egg whites stiff to fold in?
Yes. Sorry, I
Okay.
cannot hear you when
That's
it's
okay.
on. So,
It's okay.
there. So, look, it's white na, ha? Before you add your sugar, you make sure it's light na in color. Okay?
Okay. So, and the sugar that you use for that, Chef, is that castor sugar, white granulated sugar?
You can use, it's easier to use castor. But castor is
Okay.
harder to buy. So,
Yes.
white sugar, granulated sugar is fine. If you feel
Okay.
like, you like castor sugar, you get your sugar and you put it in the blender, little by little.
Yes.
You make your own castor.
Very easy to do.
Yeah.
There you have it. Little tips and tricks that you can learn from Chef Jackie. I'm sure if you guys
Yeah,
have questions,
we call it tipid tips. We have to be matipid.
yes,
So, we just
yes, I
buy.
love that.
If
So for
people
these,
give us caster or we have the chance to buy, we will buy. But
yeah,
sometimes, we don't have caster sugar around. We'll just get regular granulated sugar and use a blender. You have a food processor better.
right. So
Okay,
just
so
zip it, give it a quick zip.
how do you know that your egg whites are ready? Okay, you call it medium or sometimes you call it bird's beak. Ganyan. Okay, you
Ah,
can let this
okay.
go some more until it's nice and stiff, no? It's not naman, I don't think naman you will over whip. People are always afraid of over whipping egg whites that what happens is that they under whip. Yun ang nangyari because they're so scared that they will over whip.
Right,
We can make chika pa and it's not gonna get any over whip.
right,
Hindi
right.
mo naman, I don't think so. Ayan, no? So, ayan, there.
Right.
Di ba? Looks a bit stiffer than the
Yes,
one
definitely.
kanina. So, this is okay na. Yeah, so this is okay na. Alright? And then, you get a little bit of your egg white. See? It doesn't fall na. Oh, how do you
Yep,
know that your egg whites is okay na? It's like that na, oh. It doesn't fall na from your
right.
spatula. So,
So it sticks.
that's how you test to see if you have whipped enough. You
Okay.
get 1/3 of the mixture and then you fold it into the one with the US dehydrated potatoes and egg yolk, no? One third first, and then you put in the rest.
So again, this is a process that for you guys at home, if you're not used to folding, it's very important. You don't want to rush this, right, chef?
Yes.
Folding is a delicate process.
Yeah, but when I have a lot of students, so the first thing I tell my students is relax, not stress, because when you overthink, that's when you make a lot of mistakes. So I just said,
Mm,
okay, what chef you folding? How many times? Just fold until it's like fluffy as clouds. So
right.
nothing wrong will happen to it. It's going to be perfectly okay. So there, just until it's like that. Just
Looks
fold
great.
it until it mixes well, and then you
Yeah,
can get a little bit again because we're making marble. If you want to
right.
make vanilla or plain, tapos na, you can use this na, put vanilla extract and then bake. All right? If you want to make, right now, we will make marble. So we will
Yes.
get a bit of the mixture, and then we will put it in another bowl, and we will put our ube flavoring and coloring
Right.
uh, in this mixture. So you have one that's plain and one that is
Ube.
ube.
Right.
Okay?
And
So you
you and
can
I were
get
talking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so you can get a baking pan. Mine is a non-stick, so I don't have to put anything. But if you're a sigurista, you're so stressed that, again, you cannot relax, okay? You can put a paper liner. Lalo na if
Okay.
you just have the aluminum or the
Mhm.
stainless, of course, you need a paper liner. But since this is non-stick, wala na, you just go straight, no? So, what you can do is that you have to give me another like this, ha? I will use this. Okay? Okay. All right. So, if you're at home, you can use a scooper. Oh, you go like that. One.
So I love how you incorporated ube into the Taisan for us today. I know we were chatting before off cam about how ube has just blown up all over the world. Our beloved
Yes.
tuber is being loved by so many. So if we can claim, the ube being a proudly Pinoy tuber, I'm so excited to see that there are so many different desserts and so many different dishes being made with this.
Oh, di ba in New York, it's like an in thing. We're like,
Yes.
what? Ube? So
I think it's
common.
awesome. I think it's awesome. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's really nice, no, that our desserts, our root crops, 'di ba,
Yeah.
are being recognized not lang here in the Philippines but all over not even in Europe. I know they have it, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So what do you need to do now, okay? Just so that you don't your marble is nice, no? So I already put in the ube part over, see? The ube part over the plain one. So you just go like that.
Like a
Yeah.
swirl.
Yeah, just one or two swirls. Not so
Yeah.
many because sayang, you won't see the nice marbling in the center. You just do
Yeah.
one or two swirls, like so. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And then you can already bake it. I have an oven here. This is going to bake for about 20-25 minutes.
Fantastic.
If it's bigger, mga smaller, 15 minutes. You can check at 15 to 20 minutes. Depends on the size. Sometimes they make cute ones, sometimes they make big ones. So about 15 to 25 minutes. There.
And would you check it the same way in terms of like testing, just sticking a toothpick to make sure that none of the dough comes out, or will
Oh,
it have like how would
that's a
you?
very good question. Actually, no.
Okay.
When you are working with chiffon or Taisan, you don't use a toothpick because if you do, it will
Okay.
have like a, how do you say that?
Adult.
Lubog. There's like a
Okay.
parang concave. Is that concave or convex?
Yes.
Concave, di ba?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So, meron siyang parang concave part. And that part makes bakers sad. Parang, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
lubog. So,
Okay.
you know,
I
di
learned a
ba?
new word today.
I have so many students and they're like, Chef, it's so sad. I asked them, is it yummy? Yes. Is it
That's okay
perfectly
then.
baked? Yes. But there's a lubog. So they're so sad for that small lubog. So when you do any cake that is aerated, meaning with it's or something that you beat,
Right. Where you
do
pull.
not use that method na toothpick. Okay? What
Okay.
you do is you press the cake.
The top.
Okay? Just on top. Let's say if you bake it for 25 minutes, you only do that when it's already 25 minutes. Don't like
Right.
do that at 10,
Earlier.
15,
Right.
You just
Grounding.
touch your cake at 25 minutes and then if it feels like, the sponge that you use to wash your dishes,
Okay. So
yeah,
it's
when you
firm.
press it, it should bounce back. Then you know
Right.
it's done. It's very simple.
There you
Yan.
go. Okay, so you obviously can tell I've never baked chiffon before
It's
because I asked
okay.
you a question, but now I can try. And of course, I'm happy to learn. All right, so before we move on to our next recipe, where you'll show us again how to use Potatoes USA products in our sweet treats for summer, let's do another question. I know that we have some of our viewers who, of course, are tuning in and they're excited. Bernadette Taton Ayala says, wow, that's yummy. Perfect for merienda for the baguettes, for the little kids, for the young ones. Glyza is watching from Parañaque. Lori Care Legaspi says it's sarap and she wants to try it. Okay, so thanks guys for letting us know where you're tuning in from. If you do have any questions about how to use the potato flakes or the potato granules in any of your recipes that you're making sweet treats, I'm sure Chef Jackie would love to share what she knows about this fantastic product that is very easy to use and has a great shelf life. Okay, so, up for grabs for this third question is a backpack, an apron, a mouse pad, a new recipe book for you, and also a mouse pad, right? I said a mouse pad. So, here's the question. Again, remember, you must have shared the live stream. Please share it and make it public so we can see it. Hashtag sharing is caring. We want to share these recipes with more people just to see how easy it is. You guys can do this at home. Again, live in Metro Manila or have a relative or a friend that you would like to send this gear to, this Potatoes USA swag. And of course, so if you're ready, it's the third question. So the 143, the third person to answer correctly who has shared the live, who has a Metro Manila address, will win this Potatoes USA swag. Are you ready? Myth or fact? Potatoes are fattening. Hmm. Myth or fact? Do, do, do. Truth is, guys, I don't know. So, this is something from my childhood. I actually had in our house, we really did not have lots of snacks or like extras. We had, I grew up with milk, orange juice, and water. We didn't have soda. We didn't have lots of sugary things. But in our fridge, there was always cold boiled potatoes with the skins on and hard boiled eggs. We always had that. And I would run in from being outside and playing with my cousins and the kids down the street. I'd grab a potato and I'd run back out. So talking about, how much I love potatoes and then learning how to use them from frozen to dehy, just it's opened up so much for me and of course for my family when I get to prepare things. So I think we have a winner. We do. Rachel Romanillos Mateo has answered correctly by saying myth. That's right. They are not fattening when consumed moderately. Of course, a 148-gram potato only has 110 calories and is packed with vitamins and nutrients. So, really, it's about how you prepare the potato that can affect how many calories the dish contains. All right, so congrats to our first three winners. We are ready to learn another dish. Of course, guys, remember if you are a winner, the social media team will be reaching out to you. So please answer quickly so we can get you your swag just as quick, too. Reminders for everyone else. Okay. There still is two more questions, so two more opportunities to win. And of course, we get to spend more time in the kitchen with Chef Jackie as she teaches us how to make U.S. potatoes sorbetas. All right, Chef, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a fun recipe. Actually, I've been wanting to do this for the longest time. I'm waiting lang for summer. Sabi ko, I wanna do this because I feel like, it's something that people wanna learn because, syempre, we love sorbetes, but it's a bit hard to make the original. If you want the sorbetes of Manong, it's a bit hard to make, ha? The ones in the big
Yeah.
yung pang sorbetes, it's a
Yes.
lot of power. I've tried doing that and I had like back pain or shoulder pain for like 3 days.
It's a workout.
So sabi ko, okay, that's not possible for all the beautiful mothers who are watching me. So sabi ko, I wanna do that but without the back pain. Kasi that's the one, the big
Right.
one eh. The one
Right.
that's how they traditionally make it. So hindi natin kaya, guys. So I'm gonna do something now that you will like na hindi naman sobrang stress or painful. Okay? So what I have here are normal home ingredients. Okay? I
Okay.
have here 1 can of evaporated milk. All right, and then I'm going to simmer the evaporated milk. I have here, this is cassava starch because that's our thickener.
Okay.
Uh, there. Okay, we put half of our coconut milk in the
Okay.
cassava starch. A little
Traditionally,
more, yeah.
coconut milk is really what sorbetes is made from. From when you buy it from
Yes,
Manong, it's really coconut milk,
yeah.
diba?
Coconut milk, and cassava starch. Yan. So,
Okay.
some of the coconut milk I will put in the pan.
Okay. So we're
So
gonna
that
warm it a
because
little.
I'm going to cook I'm going to cook the US dehydrated potato. So I want a lot of liquid in the
Okay.
pan. Yeah. So here, this is my cassava starch in half of the coconut milk.
Okay.
Make sure you dissolve it well. And here in the pan, I have the evap. Easy to remember. 1 can of evap, 1 can
Yes.
of, what's this? Coconut milk, 1 can
Okay.
of condensada, one
Yeah.
half cup of, basta, it's very easy. So, very mabait na recipe. It's very easy to remember.
We love that.
And
Then
of
we don't
course,
have to
don't
get
forget,
stressed. Yeah.
don't forget our US dehydrated potatoes. People are I even have a recipe, but this is super tagal na. I have for US dehydrated potatoes. I made the bibingka. The traditional
Ooh.
bibingka.
Yes.
I made it
Yes.
with US dehydrated potatoes and it's nice. It is softer. Because syempre, the dehydrated potatoes, again, will become mashed potatoes if you put it in anything hot, right? So, yung
Yes.
bibingka mo, hindi na siya rough. Soft na siya. So, anyway,
Yes.
here. It's already simmering. Once it
So
simmers,
then you
you
put your
can
dehydrated.
add your dehydrated potato and
Okay.
then let it slow lang, low heat lang. Okay, you let it cook lang.
So you
Let it
want it to
absorb
come together.
the milk, no? You let it absorb the milk.
Okay. Chef, where can the average home cook look for the dehydrated potatoes? I've seen them
Yeah,
myself. I've seen them in the bake shops. Um,
it's
are
so
they?
easy na to buy.
Yeah.
The US dehydrated potatoes, it's
Yes,
everywhere. You go
it
to
is.
the bakery supply, they have it. We
Yes.
have a supplier. It's a very, very easy ingredient to find. I'm sure
Yes.
online meron din,
Yeah.
right?
I
So
actually shifted
now,
to buying everything online that way.
yeah, you can search. So here it has thickened, okay? I will pour it over the starch. Yan. Okay, you pour it to the starch so that starch can get cooked. Then you can pour it back. So see, we're
Back
just
in the
making a bit,
pan.
but you have to have a little bit of power to lift the
Right.
bowl, lift
Yeah.
things. So just put it back in the heat with your cassava starch, with your
Okay.
potato. You just thicken it a bit more. In this way, that your sorbetes will not, it will not, what's this, become icy.
Right. And you're
This
using a
part
whisk.
kasi,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes, yes. This part kasi will also ensure that your sorbetes is, kumbaga, it doesn't melt right away. Okay, so there. See, it's sticky na. Oh,
There you go.
yan. So we will just, it's very simple lang for home cooks, home bakers.
And this is actually good for the little ones who eat their sorbetes a little slower because it's a little slower to melt as well, diba?
Yeah, so you just put it back in the bowl. Okay, you don't really need so much equipment also, as you can see. I'm sure everybody has a pot. Everybody has a bowl. You can use a wood.
Yes.
Okay, so see, it's nice and thick.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can add already your sweetener. We use
Okay.
condensed milk. You can use condensada. Condensed milk or condensada for this recipe is fine.
This recipe really is perfect for summer. So even our viewers
And
agree.
you can also add, okay, 1 pack or 1 cup of all-purpose cream.
There you go. So there's the
So
cream. Sweet.
now, yes, it goes back to being more liquid. Yan.
Yes.
So at this point, you just make sure you mix it well until it's homogeneous. No more lumps, no more anything. And this one, you refrigerate.
Okay.
It's best para you don't have to keep on going back to the ref, no? It's best if you do this, let's say at night, and then you just
Uh-huh.
refrigerate until the next morning. So you don't have to
Okay.
think about it anymore. So I will put this aside and kunyari, I have
Magic.
refrigerated because I have naman. So
Of
para
course.
you
I'm
don't have to
sure.
wait. You don't have to wait for me until tomorrow. So I have one that I have refrigerated already. So look, it's nice and thick. This has been refrigerated overnight. So I have, let's make 3 flavors. Okay?
Okay.
So you can make 3 flavors. Let's divide into three. Today, I'll just eyeball, ha?
Okay.
So,
So when you
I
say
won't, ano na,
refrigerate, chef, you mean put it in the freezer or really in the fridge?
fridge muna. Fridge
Okay.
lang. If you can do freezer on the same day, 4 hours.
Okay.
Okay? 4 hours in the freezer, then you can do this. But, syempre, you have to wait, or you can do overnight in the ref.
Okay.
Whichever is, di ba? Kasi
Easier.
mas easy yun eh. Just go to
Yes.
sleep. Di ba? And then next
Yes.
day, you do it again. Kaysa yung we have to wait 4 hours, another 4 hours. So, you can do this, overnight in the ref or 4 hours in the freezer. This is the first step. Okay, and then you can add your flavors. For let's say this, we can add ube.
Ube.
We'll mix the flavorings first before we do anything, no? So this is very cold, ha? This is straight from the ref.
Okay.
Okay? And then we will add cocoa powder to this one. So,
For
wait lang.
chocolate.
There's something that fell. Yeah, for chocolate, you can use cocoa powder. You can use chocolate if you want, no? But it's hard there
Melted.
because chocolate you have to heat. Oh, it's
Yes.
hot. And
Yes.
this one you want to keep cold. So ayaw, it's very hard, no? So, okay, what do you need to do to make this into a smooth sorbetas? You, you have to aerate. Ang tawag doon, overrun. Meaning, you
Okay.
have to aerate, okay, until it is double. And that's how you make
Okay.
very, very nice sorbetes. The simple version. The one with no back pain
There
version.
you go. So you
So
don't
that's
have to work
why,
out for this one.
yeah, kasi ang hirap noon. I've tried it and then I didn't realize. I was having fun really, learning from one of my good friends, Chef Rose, but masakit. So as you can see, it has, you do this for say about 3 or 4 minutes,
Okay.
and then it will be double in volume.
All right.
Yan.
So this is what will make the sorbetes lighter and fluffier because it's
Okay?
you're
Then
aerating it.
say this one, oh, you can make the chocolate naman.
So when you freeze these and you put this in the freezer, you'll put them in smaller containers, separate flavors.
Yes, yes, yes. Ayan. So here, oh, as you can see, it has already doubled in volume. No, it's just a
Yes.
few minutes because we put it in the freezer, in the refrigerator overnight. Again, you can do everything on the same day. If you make it in the morning, you wait 4 hours, freezer 4 hours before you
Yes.
do this. You can
Okay.
do that as well. So you beat. So now I have three flavors. I can
There you
already
go.
stand in the corner and sell. Maybe I should do that to my children, ano? Yan. So, you do it for mga 2 minutes, ha? So, syempre, in the purpose of demo, I won't make everybody wait so long.
Okay.
Right? So,
So
okay, you work with puti muna if you have one mixer. So, you don't have to keep on washing. White first, chocolate, then ube.
then
Okay,
ube.
walang balik.
Ube
So, you don't
last.
have to, yeah. Okay? So, you
Yes.
don't have to keep washing this.
Work
Now,
smart.
we do ube, chocolate, and if when you're ready, you can already put cheese. So you can put cheese
Ooh.
cubes, grated cheese. So you have ube, you have cheese, and then you have chocolate, which is the classic flavors of sorbetes. It's very nice
Yes.
and very smooth. Ayan, no, look, it's very smooth, though.
Yeah.
Kasi some people might say, why the potato baka lumpy? No, hindi, look, oh. It's very
Super
nice,
smooth.
very smooth.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the second part, Okay, the second part, we're not yet done. It's not yet, just to be sure that your sorbetes is very nice, very smooth, and very fluffy. You put this now in the freezer. Okay?
Okay.
Did you, friends? First part is, hindi kasi it's
Fridge.
very important. The first
Yeah.
part, you can choose either overnight in the fridge or 4 hours in the freezer. And then you
Right.
do this. Lagyan ng
Right.
flavor and then beat 2-3 minutes. Okay, so we've done it and now we will put this in the uh, freezer. Ito yung second part, ha?
Okay.
Second. We will put this in the freezer for another 4 hours naman. Okay,
Okay.
after 4 hours, you beat again.
Ah,
Yan. So,
okay.
oo. Kasi syempre, there are still ice crystals. Hindi mo pa yan na-beat ng todo. And then, it
Okay.
will still go higher. So, you will have more yield. Kasi ang ice cream, professionals, we call it overrun. Yung how much air you put into your ice cream. So if you want more ice cream, more overrun,
More
you
air.
you beat again one more time. So
Yes.
after you do that, you put it in the freezer until you are ready to serve. So yun na, meron ka ng sorbetes. So yun lang, di ba? Parang super simple.
Yeah,
So,
super simple. So,
yes,
question
that's
for
my
after,
pain-free sorbetes. So,
and it was very simple to make. It does take a little
mm.
bit longer of time, but question. So when you beat it the second time, does it double in volume again? Do we want it to double in volume again? Is there a way that we can is would we overbeat it or would we just yield more product?
No naman, overbeating is very hard. If you
Okay.
just use your hand, I don't know if we're powerful enough to overbeat.
I'm not.
Uh,
I'm not.
it should double in volume from the first, let's say if you have,
Okay.
example, you have 2 cups from the start, you should end with at least mga uh, 3 cups to 4 cups. Ganun lang naman. Hindi naman kailangan
Okay.
6 cups.
Okay.
You just add a little more air. So your sorbetes is not naman parang super heavy. You want it to
Yes.
be nice and light and creamy. That's why you put in air. The old method is still a good method is they put the bowl in a bigger bowl with ice and salt. But I find that hard. I find it hard because I find it hard to look for that much ice and that
Right.
much salt. So my
Right.
method is put it in the ref, beat it, put it in the freezer, beat it again. I mean,
Right.
just be fast with it, and then you will have very
Like that.
nice, very sorbetes like me.
Fan- Fantastic. Great. And that is actually, guys, that's something you could get the kids involved in. Set the
Yes.
timer, come back to it, do it with them again, and then they'll have a snack.
Yes. Yeah,
Of
you're
course,
correct. Tama. Set the timer and do it again.
because for me,
Yeah.
I forget. If there's no timer, chef, I forget. Okay, we do
Uh-huh.
have some more questions. Jen is asking for the recipe. So, for everyone who's curious about both recipes that Chef Jackie is sharing today, as well as the recipes from Chef Mom Rosebud and from Ninong Rai, you can find them at potatogoodness.ph. All of the recipes are there, plus even more recipes if you're looking for inspiration on how to use potato products, frozen, dehydrated, and even fresh. You guys can go ahead and peruse that website. It's fantastic. Okay, I think we're ready. We do have one more question. There you go. Here's another question. Someone did ask again where to buy the dehydrated products. They can be purchased at all baking ingredients or bakery supply stores and also
Mm-hmm.
online through Dane Commodities. So if you guys just want to click and hit a button on the computer or on your phone, you can check out Dane Commodities and order as well. You'll be able to get your
Yeah.
dehydrated fruits and
Main
your
commodities is my supplier, so they have.
Fantastic. So you know that as well. All right. We have two more questions before Chef Jackie brings out the finished products of everything that we would like to see. We have ube Taisan made with Potatoes USA, and we have Sorbetes made with Potatoes USA products. Let's do our last two questions. We'll wrap it up. You have two more chances to win. You guys know the drill. Make sure you have shared the live stream on your Facebook page. These are the last questions. So it's 14344. Both questions will take the fourth person who answers correctly. And of course, if you've shared the live stream, make sure it's public. And you have to have an address within Metro Manila. So for those of you that are tuning in, I saw we had a viewer from Dubai. We also had a viewer from Iloilo. Guys, call up your friends and family who are in Metro Manila. And if you win, tell them they're getting a prize and some swag from
Mhm.
Potatoes USA. All right. Up for grabs, we have a new recipe book that you guys can use in creating baked goods at home with Potatoes USA. You'll definitely find recipes that you can look for inspiration in here and make at home. I love it when the cookbooks have beautiful pictures. Let me show you some of these because these are, there are, look, choux pastry with pictures are so key for me. I don't know about you guys. If you guys are home cooks like me or bakes, we're not chefs. Chef Jackie knows I'm not a chef, but having these pictures also lets us know if we did it right.
Yeah,
That's
like a
just
peg lang.
right. It's a peg. And then of course you have your apron, your mouse pad, and your backpack in case you're ready to go out into the world again as we are level 1. All right, guys. Myth or fact? All of a potato's nutrients are found in its skin. So for me, I definitely have been seeing new ways to use potato skins. We have, Gia and I have actually been following some vegan accounts, and there are so many different things you can do with the beautiful potato. But I know that we have viewers who are watching here, and they are very excited. So let's see what they think about a potato's skin. Again, remember, this is the fourth person who will answer correctly, and of course, who has an address in Metro Manila and has shared the live stream on their own Facebook profile set to public. Chef, if you were to say sweet or savory when dealing with potatoes, which do you like? Which would you enjoy more? Um, Potatoes worked into your sweets or potatoes in a savory way?
There are many types of potatoes kasi. The frozen ones, no, like the hash brown, the French fries, the tater tots, ano pa ba? Yung marami, 'di ba? Crisp-cut, no? Those ones are more for savory. So you can use all types of US potatoes in different things. But the dehydrated, mostly
Mhm.
I guess it's used in mashed potatoes, in potato soup, and a lot of uh, cookies, a lot of
Mhm.
breads, and of course, other types of desserts and mousses. So you can use US potatoes practically anything. But yun na nga, it's more of the form rather than the potato.
Right.
Dehydrated for me is friendlier to desserts than the frozen ones, because the frozen ones are already pre-made as to
Right.
enjoy as it is, right? The crisp
Right.
cut, you just enjoy it. But you can also use that for, like, if you put chocolate, that's masarap, di ba? And a little
Super
salt.
dipped.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
di
So
ba?
that's
So,
savory and
that,
sweet.
yeah. So, pareho lang naman. It's more of like, what do you feel today? It's really more of
There you
that,
go.
right?
There you go. So yeah, you're right. It's what do you feel today? Some days I like salty, some days I like sweet, and on other
Yeah.
days I like salty and sweet together. So that is definitely something that shows us just how versatile the potato products are from Potatoes USA.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you guys tuning in, you would know from what we've shared last week and, of course, the week before, the nutritional content does not change whether it's frozen, fresh, or dehydrated, right? Very little changes from these
Huh?
types of potato products. They're still nutritious, they're still packed with vitamins and minerals, and of course, they're very good for us, especially for me, because I love potatoes. They're a staple in our house. All right, so we are looking for the fourth winner, and it looks like we have Lori Care Legaspi Bulaklak. She answers with, oh, this was not right. Let's see. For question number 4, the answer was myth. So it's not. We will take the next person who answered correctly after Lori. So I hope you shared the live. Lori did not answer correctly. Sorry about that, Lori. The
Mhm.
answer is myth. So the next person um, after Lori, we will take as the winner. Okay, so while we figure out that winner for question number 4, which the answer is myth, I'll tell you guys that because we already are picking up who that is. So here we go. While the skin does contain some of the nutrients, the majority of the potatoes' valuable potassium and vitamin C, yes, it's packed with vitamin C, is found in the flesh of the potato. So, yes, even if you're working with dehydrated potatoes, you are benefiting from the power of the potato. We will find the next winner. Sorry for that confusion after Lori, because the correct answer is myth. While we go for, let's see, here we go. We will do the next quick quiz the cook question before we show our Taisan and our sorbetes. Okay, myth or fact? Again, remember, you must have shared the live stream, set to public, and have an address in Metro Manila that we can deliver your Potatoes USA swag to. Myth or fact? Dehydrated and frozen potatoes are good for you. Guys, this is a freebie. you, you are very lucky today because your myth and fact questions are super easy. And while we are waiting for that correct answer for the fourth person from the fifth question, we do have the winner for the fourth question who answered correctly. Glyza Joy C. Dakumas answered myth. Correct, Glyza. Someone from the social media team will be reaching out to you so that we can get you your Potatoes USA swag. Please make sure you answer promptly so we can get that to you. Chef, how does the Taisan look?
Not yet ready.
Okay,
You can see
not yet
going like
ready.
that.
That's okay.
I have
So,
I have finished product. Don't worry. So
okay.
I'm just
So that's
checking if it's I'm just checking if it's it needs a bit more time, but we have already already, so you don't have to wait forever.
okay, that's great. Well, while we are waiting for the fifth winner, oh, it looks like we have the fifth winner over here. Okay, Ella Kumia Sison answered correctly by answering fact. Congratulations, Ella. Potatoes are rich in nutrients and essential minerals, including vitamin C, potassium, carbohydrates, fiber, iron, and protein. The process of dehydrating or freezing loses minimal nutrients and everything pretty much stays intact. So, you guys know your stuff here. That was really easy, though. I was sure you were going to get that one. All right, our quiz the cook questions are out of the way. Chef Jackie, I am sure our viewers want to see what the US potato and ube marble Taisan looks like, and of course our US potato sorbetes and how it turned
Okay,
out.
so where is our finished? Can you, my assistant will pass it on to me from the freezer. So here is our Wait lang. Before I do close up for everybody, I
Okay.
will have them get it from the freezer so you can see. Of course, you can serve it in a cup or in a cone. I'll put it here so
Mm-hmm.
you can see, ha.
I prefer a cone. What do you prefer, chef? Cup or cone?
Cone also. I like the ano eh. I like to have the crunchy texture. So,
Yeah. It's like the little
yeah. So
treat at the
here
end
I have,
of a treat.
so see, I have containers from my house.
Love
'Diba? So,
it.
they can also have all these ano. So, if you have sorbetes, no, please make sure lang to leave it out. Wag naman like from the freezer, you will fight with it.
Right.
You can leave it out for like 5 minutes before you scoop, so it's not so hard. Syempre me, I'm in a demo. I have my staff, I already told them, can you just scoop for me? So that I don't have to fight with it later.
There.
So here,
Yes.
yeah, as you can see, di ba? Oh, I'm
Magic.
making already. So there, 2 scoops, no?
That's a
I've
big bowl
already
of
scooped it.
sorbetes.
Yeah, so sharing is caring, sorbetes.
That's right.
Ayan. So here, see, it's very it's very nice, it's very creamy, and it's not just going to just melt on you. It's made for Philippine weather. So here is my Taisan, ube Taisan, and my very nice US potato sorbetes. So
Dan,
you can already, you want to show it close up,
yeah, we can. We can.
please? I'm talking to my, she's like, wow. So I'm like, you want to show it close up na? Oh,
Let's show everyone. And then, chef, you should taste it for us too, so you can tell us.
ayan. Saan ba?
Um,
Oh, yan,
oh,
yan,
you
yan.
can really see the
Oh,
marbling, and your scoops are perfect.
oh, so yan, lagay ko sa gitna ha. So can you see this one? 'Di ba
Yes.
the sorbetes, it's not melting. Oh, this is my my dehydrated potato para people will know what it's supposed to look like. No?
Ah,
So
perfect.
here I have for myself because I made, remember, if ikaw nagluto or ikaw gumawa, sure, meron kang food. So,
Yes,
what I'm making now is I will, scoop my own sorbetes
for your cone.
for
Perfect.
my cone because I like cone. Ayan.
So
Oh,
there you
here.
have it, guys.
Ayan.
We have
Oh, so I
US
have,
potato. There you go.
oh, ayan. Oh, I have na. So
You're
if
ready.
you work in the kitchen, you will make your own sorbetes. And it's really fun. I swear, kasi it's like, oh my gosh, I was able to make it. So, like what I did today is practically, that's it. It's really not hard. You don't need so many tools. You didn't see me move so much, get so many things. Hindi ka kailangan mapawisan. Maganda ka pa din when you make all these things. And it's really fun to do this, especially with kids. Kasi,
Yes,
parang they've always, it's like you don't want your kids to always be spending their time in the computer, diba? Because they're
that's
already
right.
homeschooled and everything. You want them to
Right.
have activities with the family, whether they're inside the house or whether you're outside. It's very nice for them to say, oh, I made the sorbetes with my mom, so please try.
Of
So yeah, kita
course.
niya,
Yeah,
hindi
you can
natutunaw.
share it. That, of course, we're
Oo.
teaching the kids. Sharing is caring then. So there you guys have it. Chef Jackie has taught us how to make US potato and ube marble Taisan. Super easy, super simple. And of course, US potato sorbetes that you can make at home with the kids. Super easy, ready for summer. And of course, very, I mean, everybody likes that. Who doesn't like, and who doesn't like a chiffon cake, and who doesn't like ice cream? All right, guys, this is the third episode for our US potato hacks series. And of course, Thank you so much to Potatoes USA for teaching us all of these hacks through their chefs. And of course, next week we have one more episode where Chef Sal will be joining us. Make sure if you have
Oh,
any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section so that we can check them out and ask Chef for any help if we don't know those answers. And if you want
okay
more
lang.
recipes for potatoes that you can use at home, go ahead and check out potatogoodness.ph. Chef Jackie, where can our viewers who, if they aren't already following you, how can they find you and how can they find these wonderful recipes that you share with so openly with your viewers?
Oh, I'm sure if they just want this recipe, I'm sure it will be shared on the Facebook or website of US Potatoes here in the Philippines. Potatoes USA. Yun ang ano
Yes,
eh, 'di ba PH?
yes, yes.
I will for everybody who's lost, I will post it on my page. It's up to you. You can. It's very simple. You just go Chef Jackie Angpo, whether it's on Facebook, IG. Just look for it there, and I will post it there. You can also follow me for more of the recipes that I give out or share for free. Normally, for US potatoes, I do a few in a year. So, marami yan. Ha? So, you will have your
Yeah.
next blockbuster home selling item. You know, not just the cheese roll, ha. You have to learn more things na from me now. So, go
There
to
you
my
go.
page and make sure you follow because, you know, I always work with US potatoes. I wonder why people think it's so uncommon. I've been working with them for so many. Sabi ko nga, I told nga the people in US potatoes, ako, I've been working with you before I was married. So sabi ko, it's not uncommon for us to use US potatoes for our food. So please follow us, all the chefs, not just me, Rosebud, Ninong Rai, and you will have a great time with Sao next week because he's also very imaginative with his
Yeah.
US potatoes.
Well,
Yeah.
I have really been enjoying this whole series, getting to spend time with all of you in the kitchen and learning from your years of expertise. And I love that the relationship that you have nurtured with Potatoes USA and, of course, with Reg and her team. I love that it has yielded so many fun recipes for all of us to try as well. So, guys, if you want to follow Chef Jackie, you can go ahead and do that. Chef Jackie Angpo across all social media channels. If you'd like to find US Potatoes on Facebook, it's Potatoes USA PHL. Also on Instagram, Potatoes USA _ PHL, and you can find them there as well. I think there's an underscore, there might not be. And of course, you can visit the website potatogoodness.ph, where all of the recipes are there. You can find inspiration. Thank you so much, Potatoes USA, for sponsoring today's episode. And of course, looking forward to seeing everybody again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel here in Kitchen 143. See you guys. Bye bye.